everyone, sorry about the delay. I had a few computer issues. So today we are going to be making a polar bear mask. So the first thing you need to do is to get your paper plate. So with your paper plate you need to get a pencil and then just mark where you want your eye holes to go. So I'm just going to do a little cross there and a little cross there, if you can see that there, like that. And then I, just to poke the holes through, I'm just using a little rubber behind the plate and then just getting some scissors and just poking it through. Bit fiddly, but once you've done that, you've then got your eye holes. So I've just poked them through, so you've got two little eye holes, and then I just use a pencil and just make the eye holes a little bit bigger, just like that. So just poke the pencil straight through and just make the eye holes a little bit bigger. You might need to make them even bigger than that. It depends on how big your child's eyes are. So I'm just going to poke them through a little bit more, and then that's what we are left with. So you've got two little eye holes just there. I'm then going to get my paper cup and just draw around my paper cup for my nose. So I'm just going to draw around there so we know where to place our nose on. Right, so it's just a little bit like that. I don't know if you can see there. So I've just done a circle so you can see where the nose goes on. I'm going to pop that to one side for a minute because I'm just going to make the ears. So to make the ears, I've just got some plain paper. I'm going to use my paper cup again and just draw a circle around there and then cut it out, and then that'll make two little ears. So I just draw around that one and draw the other one. So you've got two circles just like that, and then I'm just going to cut them out. So I get my scissors and just cut out my little ears. These polar bears are really good as well because you can use like brown paper and just make teddy bears. So if you're doing anything for Pudsey or World Book Day, it's really fun to use like brown paper instead of the white paper, and then you can make teddy bears. You can also use paper plates for things like making tigers and loads of different masks. So paper plates are always a fun way to make different things. So I have just cut out my two circles. So these will be for the polar bear's ears. So I'm just going to put those to the side for a second. I am now going to stick my nose on. So you can use glue to stick it on or sellotape. I'm going to use a little bit of sellotape just because my cups are a bit shiny and doesn't really stick to glue. So I'm going to stick my nose on now, and then we can be adding the fur. So I'm just going to use a few little bits of sellotape just to stick the nose down. Always fun to do Christmas and winter crafts at home, even without this crazy lockdown. So I'm just going to stick my nose on, and then it's the fun bit of sticking all the fur on. So my nose is now stuck on. I know it doesn't really resemble a polar bear at the minute, but we'll get there. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to get some of my glue, and I'm just going to paste the glue all around the plate. So let me just pop it down a bit more so we can see what we're doing. Yeah, I'm just going to paste the glue all around the plate so that we can start layering up the paper. And we will see what we get. So I've got a massive bowl of shredded tissue paper. So I'm just going to get this, and you literally just layer it on. So the more layers, it's a bit difficult to see because it's the white paper, but the more layers of the paper, the furrier the polar bear. So we're just going to add those layers on and see how we go. So you just keep adding the paper on until you start resembling a polar bear sort of look. You'll probably need to add some more glue throughout, so some more glue around the edges, and then you just get more paper and stick the paper straight on there, just like that. And then already it's starting to look like a fluffy polar bear, so that's always very fun. So we just keep sticking it on, you stick that all the way around. So like I said before, if you want to change this up and make teddy bears, you can just use brown tissue paper, or you can use a different coloured cup and make little tigers and things. So these are lots of fun different things to do, but in the honour of some Christmassy crafts, we are doing a little polar bear. Now you don't even have to make it a mask if you don't want to. You can just keep it as a little plate, or you can add a little stick to the bottom and use it as like a handheld mask rather than one that you tie round. So there's lots of different things you can do with this. So if you've got a child that's a little bit older, or don't want to tie it round, then it's really fun to just use like a lollipop stick, stick it to the bottom, and then you can use it as a handheld mask. So I'm just keep layering the paper all the way around, and I was going to bring my daughter into this, but she was asleep, so we are doing it by ourselves today. So we just keep layering all the way round, adding more glue as you go, making it a really fluffy polar bear. Just do the polar bear's chin and then we're all done. There we go, add in lots of paper. So now that I have stuck all my paper on, this is what we have for our little polar bear. But we are missing the ears and the nose. So for the nose, I am just using these little black polystyrene balls, or you can use cotton wool or anything you want to use. So I'm just gonna stick this in the glue and just hold it down there for the nose. Didn't stick too well yesterday, so we might have to resort to some sellotape. So is it going to stick? Right, okay, so this is our little polar bear's nose. Looks very, very cute, and we need some ears now. So if we get the ears that we cut out earlier, so we've got our two little ears. I'm going to use a little sellotape, just to sellotape them on. So you get the sellotape out. If I can find the end, be helpful, wouldn't it? There we go. Always difficult to find the sellotape end. So I'm just going to cut two little strips of sellotape. And then I'm going to get my polar bear. The first ear is going to go, I think it'll go about there, like that. You just stick that on the bottom like that. And then we've got our, oh, I think it's a little bit skew width. Let's start that again. And then we'll put it about there, like that. We'll get our other ear and put it about there. And stick that one on as well. If you want to add some little shredded tissue paper to the ears, so you've got fluffy ears, you can do that as well. I'm going to leave mine just as the paper, but you can add some like pink tissue paper to do like sort of like the inside of the ears or anything like that. So this is my polar bear at the minute, and I've got a fallen off nose. There we go, stick the nose back on. So this is our finished polar bear mask. Now if you want to add it to actually make it a mask that you wrap around your head, I'll show you how to do that now. So it's really easy. You just mark with a pencil where you would like your holes to go. And then you're just going to use the scissors and the rubber again and just poke a hole through there. So we're just going to poke a little hole through. There's one, and we'll do the other one. There you go, so you've just got two little holes at either side of the mask for your, oh I've lost an ear, for your string to go through. I'll stick my ears back on as well. Go. Now I'm just using normal string, but you can use things like elastic or some colourful string if you want, or nice ribbon. So you just poke that through the little hole and you tie a little knot. The great thing about using something like string or elastic is you can tie it to sort of however big or small you need it, and then it's easy to change. So we are just going to tie a knot that side, like that, and then tie a knot the other side, and then we can wear it like it's a mask. So tie it, and then that will just go round your head as a little mask. So this is your finished polar bear. Very easy to make, doesn't take very long. So thank you everyone for watching. I'm sorry it was a little bit late. I had some little laptop issues, but I hope you all enjoyed it, and I will see you soon. Thank you, bye.